Q Blue Stolly.
Ultimate?
What?
What?
It's this one song he did, The Ultimate or something like that.
Oh, you mean Ultra Numb?
No,
That doesn't quite work.
wait. Fuck. I don't know.
Confused.
Abort. Part 41 of PGR2. We're finally getting into the Ultimate series now. And the first things are 3 races at sections of the Nurburgring. And we get 2 cars to start off with, this time being the Saleen S7 and the Ford GT. And
do you want to use the slowest car in the class first, or the not as slowest in the class car?
Well, which of the 2 is the slower? This one?
Yes, the GT is the slowest car in this class by a long shot.
A long shot.
This
Good luck.
Let's get this thing out of the way then.
Damn it.
That is
Street race.
super. That makes me super sad.
Like, I was trying to use it in medium difficulty events, and they were just pulling away from me. So, good luck. It's possible, but
I just use it for this one event then.
Ooh.
Wow, if you can do that, yeah.
Just send it.
Just send it.
Just send it. All you gotta do.
Lick the stamp, send it, blah blah blah.
Oh.
So 6th gear is where the car starts to fog, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. They just go right past you on the straights. In the turns, it's probably about equal, but in the straights, it has no chance. It's also drafting is a thing, hence why that one was able to pass you.
This was when the Ford GT used to be powered by a V8, not a twin turbo V6.
Yes,
not an
EcoBoost.
EcoBoost.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God!
Yeah.
You killed him.
That was.
You killed him, right?
There was an attempt.
Shit.
Yeah, I see what you mean. This is, oof.
Yeah, the GT is definitely the slowest car in the class by a long shot. The S7 can usually hang though, at least. It's not the fastest, but it's okay.
It
quick enough.
At least has enough to not make it a very oof choice.
Yes, that does sound correct.
Right, come on. I can believe.
I have to say, the Carrera GT does sound really nice in this game.
Eh.
I mean, it's a Carrera GT. What do you expect?
That is true.
Whoa.
Oh! You just killed a man, I think.
I nearly killed myself.
That was a ballsy move.
That was a
but it
very
may have paid off.
Balls.
Balls?
All right, it's fine.
You did it.
I just needed second. That's all that matters.
I'm never use this car again.
That Zonda was gonna be way too quick. Jesus.
The Zonda is very quick.
Yeah.
I have to keep remembering that. That the Carrera GT.
I am not going to use the GT for the rest of this segment.
Yeah. Good.
Because if they just carry away that easily, then what's the point of using it? So we're going to use the S7 now.
Ah, yes, the better of the 2 starting cars.
Because according to you, at least this S7 can actually keep up.
Yeah, it does a fairly good job of it.
Does that have the twin turbo in it?
There's an Enzo in this.
Yes, I believe this is the twin turbo S7. I think, maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, because it just says Saleen S7.
I don't know.
Well, the twin turbo was pretty late, I think. So.
Yeah, probably.
Might have been a little bit later, yeah.
Might have been like
another yellow one. And a blue one up in first.
I like how the red Carrera GT from last time is still here.
Oh! You lived.
Yeah, and you killed him going at the carousel.
That was extremely ballsy, but...
I don't know how you didn't spin out, because usually I spin out if I hit the bottom area of the carousel.
I know, I got lucky. Oh, that's a bit of grass. Oh, jeez.
Grass is also something that doesn't show up on any other track except for the Nurburgring in this game, and it's dangerous.
That's a good point.
It's very dangerous.
This is literally the only track in the entire game to have grass.
Yeah, because it's the only actual track, not a city course.
Exactly. Well, there we go. I managed to do that.
I'm not
Nice.
surprised. S7 is good.
Yeah. I managed to hold off an Enzo. Half the field was S7s. Alright. This looks like it's a more speedier section, so I will probably just try the S7 again. Also, there's 19 events in this, so it's going to be 776. I've just got to... Hang on, I got to do the math in my head. No, 766.
Ah,
Math is hard.
I was just one off.
very hard.
There's another GT.
I just have to, talking about looking at cars for sale still, there's a BMW E39 M5 for sale near me with 72,000 miles. Guess the price on it.
Ugh.
$599 US.
That is not correct, sadly. They're asking $55,900 for it.
I'm about
Most M5s I
50,000.
see are like 20 to 25 for that same mileage. If they're like super low.
Is he one of those? Hang on, is he one of those no low ballers kind of guys?
What I
probably.
have.
Let's see.
Always time.
I gotta find a way. Oh god.
No, it's just, I think it's at a dealership. Yeah, it's at a dealership. What dealership is this at? Bimmers, Bimmers R Us, that makes sense.
I think I was
Oh,
giving myself a disadvantage there by not realizing I needed to shift to the 5th. Okay, this Zonda went slow there, that's fine.
I love the bourbon they're brewing.
There we go. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything's
Yeah, be alright.
okay.
And just gotta power through and come on.
and that's the
there we go.
And that's the bit that leads up to the back straight.
Yep.
Oh man, all these accolades at the end.
Oh, of course.
And there we go.
Remember-
So,
Remember,
oh
accolade.
boy, I ranked up to 51. Not like that matters.
Good job.
And
Yeah.
now we have another street race, which is a very notable part of Nürburgring. Quite a bunch of it.
It's like almost half of it.
So all of these remaining cars cost 22 tokens.
I thought there was one that's, never mind.
Well, which
I thought
one
there was
do I
that's
get
22 for
first?
some reason. I'm gonna go with the Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's probably next up in level of slow to fast. Maybe.
I will just go black. Looks nice in the black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, all the lock cars are pretty good.
Yeah.
This was only the beginning of.
To be honest, there really
What
seems
a
to be only
Koenigsegg.
one notably bad car, and that's the GT.
Yeah, that is true.
Mhm.
And also, yes, this was
Oh
the
yeah,
first
the
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg easily gets off the line.
I mean, look at the other one.
Yeah.
It's already up in first, past the Enzo. Well, barely past the Enzo.
That's
was
actually one of the
before
reasons I
this-
chose it, because I knew we were going to be starting on the speedy section. I was like, well, it's a good way to get past them.
This was pretty much before before Koenigsegg began their dominance
Oh.
in the road car in the hypercar sector.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Before the
goodness.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I was gonna keep going until that extra hit.
But yeah, this was before the CCX, before the Agera, the Regera, the Jesco, and now the Gemera.
This was when Koenigsegg had like a car. And
Yeah,
now
this
they
was
have-
their
Yeah.
car.
And now they've got like 3 cars currently. They've got the Regera, they've
Yeah,
got 2 versions of the Jesco, and now they've got the Gemera.
I don't actually really know
the
anything about
Gemera is
Koenigsegg.
fucking wild.
It really is.
Isn't Koenigsegg Swedish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad I was at least right on that part.
It's... Yeah, imagine getting like, hang on, imagine having a 2-liter twin turbo i3 that makes like how much horsepower? 600 horsepower, and then make that to like 3 electric motors, and then that ends up making that makes it so that the car makes 16,000.
Much
Wait, 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000. Yeah, 1,677 horsepower. Just holy shit.
All right. Feeling pretty good so far. I've got a notable gap. And get a little bit of air.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I got to it.
Ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have
oh
to
god.
Whoa.
Got a little loose. It's okay. Fine. I kept the car together. That's all that matters.
Fine.
Moving over 200.
Learn how to drive the bathtub.
Yes, must drive the Swedish bathtub fast.
Bathtub.
Oh yeah, they're not even close right now.
Mm-hmm. They're
The
gone.
Koenigsegg was definitely a good choice for this.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably get the Zonda next. Okay, around the. Whoa, Jesus. Sorry. It usually catches me a little off guard when the car does that.
What happens when you put like a good amount of horsepower into like a rear-wheel drive thingy that does like?
Pretty sure the old CC8S did like what? Made like what, 600 plus horsepower at least?
Probably. Probably explains why the 50 are so goddamn long.
I think it's like 600 something. Let's see.
Oh, that ship's gonna look it up.
Yay!
Which is fine, because I don't mind that for the sake of what I'm doing here.
The engine is a 4.7 liter supercharged Ford modular V8. So it's just a slightly border fucking whatever the other one is.
GT?
No, the 4.6, like a
Mustang?
Crown Vic engine.
A Crown Vic engine. Oh.
Yeah, Crown Vic, Mustang,
Wow.
F-150.
And things I would never thought I'd hear today connected to each other. A Koenigsegg and a Crown Vic.
Let's see.
It's just...
What does Forza say? 564 horsepower is what Forza says.
Yeah, when I look back, I don't even see them. Oh, excuse me. Okay, come on. We're almost there. And there we go. That was a relatively clean, except for that first take. That was a relatively clean run.
Mm-hmm.
The
First try,
the Ferrari in second was 6 plus seconds behind. Oh.
Pope rip GT.
Whoops.
Just cuts to a GT spinning. I like it. All right, now we're going to Florence. So, I think the Zonda probably would be a decent choice for the Cone Challenge because of
It's a slidey boy.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I realized there's a certain. I think after Kudos rank 50, I think you don't get any more Kudos tokens because by that point you have enough. So you'll have enough by that point where getting any more tokens would be redundant.
Yeah.
All right, so
Probably explains why it didn't show the thing at the end.
because the Zonda comes in a nice blue, I'm putting it in blue because use your imagination.
No.
Okay, then don't.
Now, since we're in the Zonda, I want to see how much horsepower the Zonda C12S, right?
It says Zonda.
This Zonda sounds more like this Zonda sounds
It's a Zonda
doesn't
S
sound
for
as
sure.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
I guess I would
I
probably
don't
do
know
the
if it's
C12S.
the original S or if it's the one with the S with the 7.3 engine.
I would assume it's, let's see. Well, the 7.3 was introduced in 2002.
So it may be the 7.3 potentially.
But the regular 7.0 427 cubic inch Zonda at C12S made 542 horsepower.
That's a lot. 2000 for like early
Oh, deal.
2000s.
Oh,
For 1999, 2000.
Yeah, that is a lot. How much?
Oh, they all have
How much
V2.
did the 7.3
Actually, hold
make?
on. The 7.3 makes 547, so it's like
Oh, so
5 extra horsepower.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Also, just real.
This is the one track where it spawns like that one cone that's like already tipped over.
You know what this thing sounds like? It sounds more like it sounds more like its successor, the Pagani Huayra. Than...
The original
it
Zonda
does sound like the Huayra.
original Zondas always sounded very tame compared to like the later ones.
The later
like,
ones,
it sounded like it sounded like it had
this.
It had a more laid back sound, and then the F came in and it sounded like it wanted to rip your head off.
To be fair, the engines, of course, were Mercedes engines, and Mercedes kind of went through the same thing, where the early 2000s ones didn't sound like incredibly special, and then, you know, you get like into the late 2000s, like, wow, sound a lot more aggressive now.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair.
I always found it
I'm
interesting.
just so used to the Zonda sounding like an absolute screamer.
I always found it interesting that when the Huayra came out, it didn't actually, like everyone was expecting it was probably going to sound like an even more aggressive Zonda.
I think you hit the kudos.
Kind of like.
What's that?
I think you have enough kudos built up.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I'm like, I don't know if you want to lose.
This car is actually really nice to drive in this game, so.
Monka speed.
Like I don't feel like I'm gonna lose it right now. Like there we go. Safe.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Perfect run.
But yeah, since we were talking about how people were expecting the Huayra to sound, I feel like that trailer for Shift 2 didn't really help matters.
No, I think they got a bit ahead of themselves because that Zonda sound starting with the F and going to Cinque and then especially the Zonda R, they all thought it was gonna. I think everyone expected it to sound like that. So when they made that video, they thought, oh, well, the Huayra is probably gonna sound like this, and then it turned out it didn't.
Yeah, it sounded a lot more muted.
Right, so, but Batista 1 is another street race, and I am going to stick with the Zonda for this. I'm gonna just change it from blue to black.
Because Italy.
Yep, Italy. Oh, hello. This is not what I was expecting.
Excuse me? Those are not ultimate class cars.
It's just it's a field of Ferraris, 2 of which killed themselves.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I also mentioned something.
Wait a second.
I also mentioned something that always bugs me as someone who watched a lot of Top Gear.
What's that?
So, the original Zonda was like, that was the first episode they ever did. And on the first time they ever had that track, they had done it where it was like, they would get like a water tank and make parts of the track wet. So the cars would be sliding about and, not being able to, fully utilize the time because of lack of grip. So when they did that with the Murcielago, it did like a 129, and then the Zonda did a 123, which eventually got adjusted to a 23.8. But in the third season, for like an all Lamborghini episode, they redid the Murcielago's time on a dry track, and it did a 23.7. So why couldn't they not have redone the Zonda? Because if their logic is that a wet track adds like 4 seconds, the original Zonda probably could have done like a 120 something, maybe or maybe a 119 if you were really pushing it.
That's a little weird.
If you're going by that sort of logic. Also, that lead car, which I know is an Enzo, that thing is just gone.
Yeah, the Enzo's kind of fast, I'm not gonna lie.
It is, yeah.
Maybe
it's
we
probably the best
that.
accessible ultimate car.
Yeah, catching that thing. Like, the Zonda is quick, but fuck. Up that little bit!
Oh,
Ouch.
big oof ouchie.
Alright, 104.999. Good time. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something.
Decent time.
It's just something that bugs me. There's always certain things looking back at those old Top Gears that make me think, if only they redid it. Zonda's
Redid
time
it
was one of
properly.
them. Yeah. Funny thing too is like the Carrera GT probably would have been faster too, because apparently the reason why it was such a scary, skittish car to drive is those original tires.
Oh yeah.
Apparently the original batch of tires they put on the car were a bit hampered.
A bit shit.
Yeah. Apparently people who put new tires on the car say the car drives a lot better with new tires.
Yeah, that doesn't sound surprising.
And it's also pretty much Porsche Carrera GT enthusiasts will pretty much cite that as one of the biggest reasons that it costed the life of Paul Walker, because when he got the car it still had those year-old tires on it. And you can imagine a car that was already very scary to drive with tires that old.
Yeah, crap tires.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but you know, but in the show it did like what, a 119.8, which was really good because it was their first sub 120 car that didn't get taken off the board. And I'm always thinking, if that thing had like the tires that you could put on it now, it probably could do like a sub 119.
Yeah, perhaps.
Hell, I think a lot of the cars, if you put the tires we have now, would probably gain at least a second or two. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No. You're not crazy.
There you go. Yeah, that Enzo is just ridiculous here.
They're gone.
It doesn't matter because I'm going for. This was one of the reasons I wanted to do a gold run rather than a platinum run, and
So you didn't have to be perfect every single time.
yeah. So that is 6 events. So we got one more for this part, which is another damn cone challenge. Well, now we'll get the. Well, speaking of the Carrera GT, let's get it. I was about to say, was there like any difference between these? And there is. It's extremely subtle.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's like charcoal gray and black.
Yeah.
Or is it like really dark metallic blue or something?
And with the dark background, it's hard to tell differences on dark colors.
I know. But anyways. Okay, the Kudos goal for this one is not as harsh as the last one was. I could probably have a little more comfort with this one and easily get it.
What an absolutely lovely vehicle this is.
The Carrera GT is still my all-time favorite Porsche, to be honest. I know people.
I can almost agree.
I know people get on my case because the thing you mentioned earlier about the tires, it's like
just get new tires.
Let's get new tires, yeah. And plus not every car is perfect anyways.
Yeah.
But I like the Carrera GT because it was honestly like the last of its kind. The kind of vehicle that it was. Like there was like everything.
A raw manual,
yeah.
Not assisted. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no bullshit car.
Yeah.
Yep. It was...
Also the V10.
Although to be fair, the Viper kind of stuck to that for a while.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what the Viper was whenever it came out.
I mean,
and
more in the case.
Boy, howdy, are Vipers interesting to drive.
I mean, more in the case of supercars, but you've driven a Viper.
Yes.
You've driven a Viper, haven't you?
Yes. I drove a 95, I think it was.
So an RT10?
It was like after the first facelift, yeah.
Oh,
but it was still an RT10.
So phase 2. So that would be a 96, I think, is when those.
No, 95.
Really?
They had a facelift in like 94, 95, I think. It was a very slight facelift, but
Oh.
I think. Let me see. I might be stupid. Hold on.
What was it like to drive then?
The tires on the back were 345 wide, I think, from the factory. And it was spinning the tires in third gear.
Oh.
And there is literally nothing to help you in that car. Like, it's lucky that it has air conditioning. So,
Yeah.
let's see. But I would absolutely buy one. If I had the money, I would absolutely buy a Viper. It was so much fun to drive.
Just to have a Viper would be cool.
I mean, driving it was fine. It's just, of course, you don't really want to lose control in it. But
No.
Yeah.
I imagine
It's one of those cars where you really need to be in your element, it sounds
yeah,
like.
you need to be paying attention pretty much the entire time you're driving it.
You need to be in your Honda element.
Yes.
God damn it.
Also, yeah, you're right. 96 was the first year of the Phase 2 Vipers. I thought there was a facelift in like 94, but I guess not.
Anyways, so with that, we have completed the first 7 events, which means we will cut this part off for now, and as the next part will be almost all street races, except with one cone challenge to switch it up. So stay tuned for that, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Check out my links down below. Special thanks to Monday Bear 21 and Toxic Honey Badger for their Patreon pledges. If you want to get your name at the start of the video, just become a Patreon pledger. Again, it's down below in the description. And if you donate $10 or more, you will get a name shout out. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.